Well, neighbors in southeast Baltimore sounded the alarm about juvenile crime tonight to state and local leaders, including the acting secretary for the Department of Juvenile Services. Concerns include repeat offenders and how DJS is keeping track of teenagers with electronic and GPS monitoring. WJZ is live at 11. Tara Lynch on your corner in Baltimore City. So, Tara, many neighbors there are concerned about repeat offenders.
Denise, that was really the focus of a lot of questions and the discussion tonight. And a lot of that conversation surrounding Acting Secretary Betsy Fox Tolentino from the Department of Juvenile Services. Many neighbors say this is the first time they've ever heard from someone in that department since raising these concerns. They asked how DJS works to not only intervene when crime is happening, but also prevent it. She says that it requires a lot of policy changes, which are already underway.
It flows back and forth on either side of the harbor. It goes Fells Point, Canton, Patterson Park, Federal Hill.
Who has the back for the victims?
Community members gathered in southeast Baltimore concerned about youth violence in their neighborhoods. Local and state leaders, including Acting Secretary of Juvenile Services Betsy Fox Tolentino and City State's Attorney Ivan Bates, were in attendance. Tolentino says her department needs to increase its staffing in residential facilities and improve decision-making on when to place young people in diversion programs.
What is the definition of public safety?
Because everybody's got all these services and all these things and these programs. I don't know where it's working at because I don't feel safe in Baltimore.
And until everyone feels safe in their community, we're not winning. We are seeing the numbers go the right way, and that's great. Now it's time to double down on those strategies.
Tolentino also says the department has already invested $7 million in Baltimore City since she took over this summer. Concerns about electronic and GPS monitoring took up the majority of the conversation at the meeting. DJS says juveniles are alerted immediately when they are somewhere they shouldn't be, and the department reports that to the court in 24 hours, often scheduling a hearing weeks later. The state's attorney's office says any violator should stand before a judge quickly.
Really what should happen is the youth should be brought back to court so that we can address that violation.
Acting Secretary Tolentino says she's made significant policy changes for community detention, including requiring her staff to check in on juveniles during the day.
We're doing active scans at 11 o'clock at night, 1:30 in the morning, and 4:30 in the morning. Not only to just wait for an alert, but do an active scan to see where those young people are.
Meantime, State's Attorney Ivan Bates is continuing his push to hold parents accountable if their child is released to them after committing a crime.
You decided that you were going to sign for your child to come home, so you also have to have some skin in the game as well.
If you can believe it or not, the legislative session here in Maryland just months away. And noticeably absent at this meeting, any state lawmakers, state senators, and delegates who have the power to change the laws around juvenile crime. For now, reporting on your corner in Baltimore City, Tara Lynch, WJZ.
All right, interesting report. Thank you, Tara. On your